Hello everybody, welcome back to Downtime Activities, and welcome back to the Curian Empire, our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign with an Epic 6 rule set and a sort of splash of Ancient Rome. It seemed like a decent combo, I think. And so far you guys are doing everything in your power to topple the Empire, the Empire of Pseudo-Rome in this campaign. You've already ended one war, sort of in a stalemate, and currently find yourselves far up in the homeland of the dwarves.
Trying to do the same sort of thing?
Trying to help unite all the Dwarven Clans to push the Curians out of the island entirely. And last time you guys found evidence of that treachery was afoot, and are now...
That foot was a dwarf. Why are you looking at me?
And you guys are now, I believe, off to speak with the last Dwarven clan that you have yet to speak to before reporting back to the war camp.
The long axes?
Yep. Which, this one's going to be an interesting one.
There's history, right?
There's history.
What's the bad blood?
Galtrim, our leader, killed this clan's leader's 2 sons. He says... One in a duel and one, by accident.
One in battle.
One in battle
and one in a duel.
But that's his side, so who knows what actually went down. So anyway, and we have successfully hidden a ship.
So you got a ship? Yay! And I earned it with those rolls.
Sure.
Yes. We got it with your rolls, where you guys killed everybody while I sat there. Flopping like a fish.
Like a true leader.
True leader.
Yeah. Let's go talk to a clan that's going to hate your guts and let you do all the talking because you have to.
Yeah, they're not going to hate my guts. Because I'm formerly of clans. So.
That's true. And you can be like, yeah, I fucking hate that guy too. But hey, brothers!
Brothers!
Fight with me, brother!
Part hard brothers.
Reminds me of that, reminds me of Jerry's first campaign where Matty G led that slave revolts in those mines. Where he's like wielding a sword he didn't know how to wield. He was really just using it to point.
He was literally just using it to be a revolutionary rather than just swinging it at anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He did get those slavers excited, and they did rebel. So
yeah, it did. You did. That was one of the things he was wanted for, alongside like piracy and conspiracy against the crown, and a variety of other things.
Heresy,
leading an illegal. Yes, heresy. Leading a slave prison. Well, that's hardly a crime.
Incentivized, really, in the clergy.
Oh, you guys were wanted for such a variety of things.
So let's get wanted for things in this.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to them. Yep, the long axes.
We'll head to long axes after we've hid the ship.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I assume you guys are going to be heading a little ways up the coast to hide the ship anyway. You don't want to hide it in sight of the wall.
No, and I definitely want to hide it inside of the dudes we just cut loose to run away, and then just walk away from the boat as they run away.
You make them all walk south and then sail south and hide the boat, and they just find their own boat on their way south to the wall.
That'd be amazing.
They'd be like, what the fuck?
Don't touch it. It's a trap for sure.
General, you would not believe the week we've had.
What do we do with the officer, though?
Captain, that is true. He is still alive. You guys have him tied up, yeah.
I mean, I would assume
on the ship, or are we dragging his ass?
Maybe we bring him as a peace offering to the long axes.
Sure, we'll see what happens.
And we still have all his shit, which means we have a Roman officer's nice uniform.
Well,
I'm handy.
I'm assuming we have I'm assuming we have.
No, for me to sneak into somewhere.
Same though. I'll tell you why later.
Magical shit.
Yeah.
That dog would look magnificent.
That's Commander Dog to you.
I would assume if we bring the captain with us, it would be to go to Galtrim as evidence of the also have the captain.
We're going to keep him tied up for
yeah. So yeah.
For now, he's getting dragged along with us, I guess.
Okay.
So, to the long axes.
Okay. During the several days at least, if you guys are moving fast, probably closer to a week that, well, yeah, it'd be like 4 or 5 days that you have to travel overland to reach the Long Axes as you just drag this very sullen Curian captain along with you. Just through the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
No roads.
He keeps getting tangled in the trees, Tertius. God damn it.
You're the one who said we had to keep his hands bound. I say pulling him out of a bramble.
He has a hard time crossing creeks or streams.
Keeps tripping into space planning because he can't catch himself. Which is really a favor if he's not going to break his wrists.
He was in his night clothes when you captured him. So he is barefoot.
He chose this life.
He is. He didn't choose this life.
He took risks. That's why he was making the big buck.
I am gonna have anybody who cares roll perception checks to make sure he doesn't escape.
9.
That's a crit.
Was on a crit and rolled to a 2, so 3.
Okay.
Quit perception.
Yep.
3.
Thanks to the eagle eyes of your drunk dwarf friend.
How did you know?
All 3 of his escape attempts are unsuccessful.
I love that you're like, oh, he's going for it again, and you like thorn whip catches him, and he just his face plants into like a mossy rock.
This guy is in.
You really got to stop doing this, man. As they picking him
This
up,
guy is in.
slapping him on the ass to keep walking.
Well, it's like I also like the idea that he's just like he's running again, and then one of the 2 people who can just run significantly faster than this guy run and retrieve him.
He just keeps thinking, the dwarf is drunker again. He can escape. He's escaping again.
He's like, damn, I'm more powerful.
I was really trying to keep my eye on him this time.
He is in miserable condition. By the time you all arrive at the village of Clan Longaxe, which seems to be sitting atop a hill with decent views of everything around it. And it seems to be a pretty well-established village. Still, there's no stone buildings. But it seems like the clan has been camped here for some time.
Keep an eye on the Curian.
Oh, I won't let him out of my sight.
He says he's running away behind.
Shit. I'll get him. You talk to your friends. Come on, I run, if he's running away, I run up behind him, and I do that thing where you kick someone's back foot, so it catches and they trip and face plant.
That's the most evil shit, too.
With his hands behind his back.
They trip themselves.
So he catches and face plants. I'll be like, come on, man, pick him up.
I haven't done that in so long.
I'm glad to hear that.
I kind of want to do it now.
No.
It's not high school anymore, Brandon.
It was middle school where everyone was an asshole.
Next time we tabletop.
Everyone's significantly more stuff. You will be met by clan warriors as you guys sort of approach the outskirts of the village. You're definitely not going to be attacked on sight or anything. You'll be brought up into the village and
same shit, different day.
And you guys will be brought to kind of a long house, where you, especially explaining who you are and why you're there, they'll hear you out, at the very least.
Do you want to tell them this guy's a prisoner of war and they should keep
Yeah.
an eye on him while we're having these talks?
Yeah,
or I can just stay out. I'll just hang with him.
You stay out, but I'll just point it out so that you don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
don't
start-
say anything around him
Yeah.
just in case.
He certainly looks like a Curian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of just explain. Prisoner of war. Some information has been brought to light that I need to take back with us. So, just don't kill him. Do whatever. You can rough him up, but don't kill him.
That they'll say.
I put my hand on his shoulder to cast Spare the Dying, and I walk in.
Before? That's so foreboding.
They won't kill him.
If I'm like standing outside this guy and be like, "You really gotta stop trying to run away, man." And you see you guys go in, and I'll be like, "I guess I'll hang with." And then like a couple of dwarfs come over, and just like grab him and start walking away. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just walking after you guys.
It's actually, they don't really take him anywhere. It's just like occasionally, like a clan. Word seems to spread pretty quickly from what you can tell, on account of how many people just walk by and just rail him or like kick him or just like. They're not going to kill him.
Listen,
but
I
do not treat him well.
I explicitly told them not to kill them, and that's why I also cast Spare the Dying, so he would not succumb to wounds.
It's more of a anyway. I'll hang out there with him. Just, if the beatings get a little out of hand, I'll just be like, his turn, next in line.
The beatings will continue
Bring the
until their
children.
morale.
So, alright.
Teach me how to say next turn in Dwarven.
I teach him how to say next turn in
I
Dwarven.
butcher that every time somebody gets a little too carried away. Like someone else's turn. Sorry, man. We're trying to make a good impression.
At this point, he's unconscious. He's not even talking anymore.
He has not said much of anything to you all the whole trip up here.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need him to talk.
He seems quite put out. So you two can walk in to meet Clan Chief Denbakken the Redbeard, who, as you can imagine, has a pretty
great
magnificent red beard.
What an absolute twist.
What a unit.
He's definitely not as jacked as, like, Melkon, the Clan Chief of the War Dog Clan. He doesn't seem as old as, like, Farseer. He seems like quite the dwarfy dwarf, but he's not like... He's definitely strong, but he's not built like a truck. And he is older. He is older than, like, Gaeltrim. But he's hardly senile by any means. You'll be invited to sit down by the fire.
Another round of rock, paper, scissors for us.
And they'll bring you all drinks.
I'll gladly accept. I'll look over to... I can't remember. I'll look over to... is it Bakken?
Denbakken.
Yeah, look over. So, I think it's safe to say have a good idea why I'm here. Understandably so. Get your side of not wanting to join, but as you're aware, Curians continue to hold the land hostage. Some information has been brought to light that I will eventually deliver to Gaeltron, but I will share with you what I know. I'll kind of explain to him the situation with one of the clans turning traitor. I'll just continue. I understand your squabbles with Gaeltrim, but at this point, being a clan down, we need all the help we can get. We have every clan except for 2 on board.
There's no way you're going to convince me to fight for Gaeltrim. If it was anyone else leading the army, I'd consider it, but not him.
It's understandable. I'm trying to think of like how. I explain, like I just kind of explain like the deal that I made with the war dogs, and I just ask him if we could promise you the same deal as we did with Clan Wardog and Melkon to be rid of Gaeltrim should the situation arise. Would it be something you'd consider?
No. You need to understand I don't have a problem with Gaeltrim's honor. I don't have a problem with his ambitions. I don't have a problem with his goals. He killed both of my sons. One in a duel, perhaps. One in battle, perhaps. But, honorable or not, it's not something I can forgive. You tell Gaeltrim the same thing I told him. Which is, if he will duel me to settle this. Not a chosen champion. Him and me. If I lose, my clan will fight with him.
Gaeltram already told him that? Or was Gaeltram's already told that?
Hang on. Because now I'm confused.
Back down from that challenge?
Did Gale? Yeah, because this is new information for us.
Pushy.
I kind of give him a confused look. Like, what do you mean you've offered to duel him?
I made the request and he refused. It is his right to refuse. I mean, neither of our honors are truly at stake in this. As I said, I have no legitimate reason to think my son's death's murders. But regardless, I can't forgive him for it.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Something we were not foretold of. Then again, probably wasn't worth mentioning. I will relay the information to Gaeltram once again. And at this point, with the information we're bringing to light, he might not have a choice. So, trying to think how I can explain. If we shall return with Gaeltram in tow, most likely means he accepts. If you don't see from us, seems he still does not consider this duel worth having right now.
I don't expect you'll get anywhere. But that's my stance.
Fair enough.
Time for Gaeltram to prove what a warrior he is.
Yeah.
I thought.
So I will...
Says the man who fought a common soldier. Just...
Dies on that boat, please. Dies with that soldier who I did not kill. I didn't touch it. It was in the
Yeah. No, it will never die, because it'll be like when I died in our other campaign and all the jokes you made last time. So
that's true. It could have been worse. I could have died.
You sent the man a meme about a player character dying the day after you got it.
Not even the day after. It was the same night.
It felt very... appropriate isn't the right word.
Sends the gift of freaking Giancarlo is just laughing and like going very serious face. It's like Will's like, how dare you? A man just died.
He got better.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I guess we'll just get up and take our leave then.
Okay. He will absolutely let you go peacefully.
No. Okay. Next turn. Come on, not the teeth. He's only got a couple left.
I signal to you to pick him up and let's go.
Sorry, man. I'm gonna toss him and carry him
Okay.
And we'll head back to the war camp.
Okay. You know where to find it.
Yeah.
All 6 clans of it.
Yeah. Soon to be 7-ish.
Well,
the other 2 get split.
Well,
it should be all the long axes, hopefully.
Yeah, because it should be.
If Gaeltram wins. I mean, look, Gaeltram's got all this hype about him. Oh, big scary warrior of the north. Put your money where your mouth is. Fight another warrior.
Yeah.
Show that you're tough. That's what I say. You want to be a big bad boy, lead an army? Prove it.
Yeah. I'm assuming as we're walking up, all the dwarves see us with a badly beaten prisoner in tow and are probably perplexed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They pick up pretty quick that he's probably a Curian.
Must be a Curian, huh? He's got bruises all over him.
He's pretty badly beaten.
And he's a human amongst several thousand dwarves. But you'll be essentially brought to the center of the camp where all of the clan chiefs are.
You got to make it public. You got to make sure everyone knows he's been challenged, so he can't slink away.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're being followed because people are seeing the Curian and they like want to see what's about to go down.
Why does that man look like he was beaten up to shit and dragged through a bramble bush and then dumped in a pond and then beat to shit again?
He wouldn't have been in the bramble if he didn't try to run away. Yeah, I shoved him into the bramble. That's because he was running away.
He's running behind him and shoved him down a hill.
Every time he runs away, I have to do something to make him fall over and smack his face. He'll be like, let me disincentivize
Do we have one of those moments where he's running away and you just hear Curian and tackles him into water and he almost drowns?
Curian officer.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Why does he look like a puka ran up underneath him and ran around the hills and dumped him in a bramble bush? You'll get that.
I'll get that. I also have that small book of Irish folk tales.
I signal to you to just like toss him on the ground.
I'll kind of do the like bring him up and then like kick back his knees so he drops down to his knees in front of them. Not very hard though, because I don't have to. This man has nothing left.
Yeah, they're. I'm assuming Gaeltrim and all the chiefs come out and are kind of perplexed or questioning.
You've been gone for weeks at this point. They're interested to know what all you found.
Well,
the clan chief of the War Dogs in particular is interested to know what you found.
Well, we have some discouraging news and some information from Longaxe that is important for Gaeltrim. I'll start with probably the biggest question that's going around as I look at everybody who's watching, and I point to the captain, I'll pull out the scroll. I'll explain Stronghand has betrayed us. He's been selling information to the Curian Empire about our war camp. Any that he gets. Not much was said, but very likely that's the reason why he is not participating or contacting.
Melkon in particular is just like, I fucking knew it. He's like, I'm gonna kill him with my bare hands.
I want to watch.
Matthew on Tertius is like, ooh, I know what handshake's like with that guy. He was being friendly with me.
He was sizing you up.
Yeah. He wasn't angry though.
Yeah.
The clan chiefs kind of unanimously agree that, they ain't gonna let that stand. And the plan kind of seems to be that when they're marching south, they're going to confront kind of the whole clan, specifically the clan chief, but quite publicly and with all of the assembled clans there. Any loyal dwarves can fight with them. Any not so loyal dwarves
Can die with him.
can die with him.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It is to them grave and disheartening news that a clan chief or some number of a clan would just turn their backs on their people in that way. But they're But it makes a lot of sense as to why Stronghand refused to join with the efforts, and they're appreciative that you all could find out that information and put a stop to at least some element of it.
We
Of course, we gotta appreciate it.
We've already been paid, thank you. By who?
We
Pointing the guy on his knee.
This guy paid us.
I also just clarify too, while we don't know the details in regards to their deal, it is one that has been made. And as far as he is concerned, who all did I say? I said War Dog and White Raven were the only ones that had joined, I think.
I don't remember if you said specifics or not, but we kept it.
I limited the clans that had
You
joined.
only said a couple.
So he doesn't know that.
They don't know the full scout.
Yeah.
Escape.
Yeah, and you might even only have told him about the original 4. I don't.
I think I
don't
might have
know.
mentioned War Dog because I think War Dog would have been
That.
the-
Yeah.
So
War Dog, I think, is the only one you specifically mentioned.
So I mentioned. So I'll also bring that up. And be like, in my discussions, only War Dog was mentioned, apart from the other 4 that are here, or the other 4 who were originally going to fight. They are not aware of White Raven joining. So that is, he will not be expecting an army of this size to be marching up upon his doorstep.
We also have some useful maps from his notes apart as well that could be useful in the full conquering of this place itself.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Not troop movements. But something.
we'll talk strategy once we approach the wall. You said you had some information from Longmax.
Denbucken will not join unless, and I look at Galtrim and I say, unless you duel him and you beat him.
The answer is no, like I already told him. Denbakken is well respected by his people. They fight for him harder than they fought for anyone else in their history. He's a great warrior. He's a great leader, and I'm not going to remove that.
Nothing says you have to kill him. If you respect him, and he agrees that your duels and battles with his son were honorable. He doesn't question that. It's the principle. Father losing his sons would make him want to do anything to try and get revenge.
Denbakken doesn't want to be defeated. He doesn't want to be humiliated. He wants to be killed. I don't think he'll accept a duel under those terms.
I'll just kind of make it clear what he says. If you accept, and should you win, his troops have all agreed to fight under you. But it has to be on that terms. And I'll make one last point and be like, even with the majority of us, and losing strong hand, you know as well as everybody, we're still not fit to win this siege.
I think most of Strong Hand will probably fight with us. I expect that this treachery is probably more on the shoulders of Urat and left on his people. Enough dwarfs are going to die over the course of this battle already. I'm not going to kill any more than I have to before the battle starts, especially not an honorable one. So I will not fight it.
I just nod and.
What do the other clan leaders seem to think of this?
What are they like? What is? Can we roll insight to see what their faces are?
Roll insight.
Like just see what their.
Is this being said in common, or is this being spoken in Dwarvish?
Dwarvish.
Probably, so
So everybody's kind of
Dwarvy things, yes.
grit.
Nice.
None of them have said next turn yet.
That's good.
Next turn. Nobody's like. They by and large seem to be trying to stay out of it. They're paying extremely close attention because this is at least potentially integral to the fate of this whole rebellion. Nobody seems to be like shaming Galtrim for turning this down. They seem to respect pretty significantly his viewpoint of like, I'm not going to kill a good honorable. It's like yeah, that traitor. Yeah, we're all gonna ride down there. We're gonna
fuck this shit up.
But like, I'm not going to kill a like honorable, well-respected clan chief. Like just to try and get his troops for this war. Like he just like they seem to be respecting that opinion by and large.
People get near him, they gonna fight anyways.
Yeah, that's a. I'm just gonna shake my head because I'm not gonna be able to convince him to do anything. So I'm just gonna Yeah, I'm just gonna end with this. Be like, well, that's your decision. You are the leader. But I think there's a time coming where you're not gonna have a choice. And I turn towards you two and just start walking away.
I mean, they're one clan down. They don't. They're still 2 clans down, but they're pretty sure they can pick up most of one of them on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the order is given, and the camp is going to start breaking up, getting ready to move.
I kind of tell you, be like, he doesn't want to lose. Gaeltrim knows he would. Like, I start speaking in common since they won't understand this.
Gaeltrim might. I don't know if he speaks it or not, but yeah. So I mean,
he still refuses. He refuses to kill an honorable dwarf, but won't give him an honorable death.
Yeah, but didn't he do that to 2 other people?
Yeah.
Isn't that why we're in this position?
he killed one of his sons in a duel. Is his son not an honorable dwarf?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I don't understand fully your culture and what constitutes a worthy versus an unworthy death or whatever, but it's hard to know if he's scared or if he has some real reasoning behind it. At the end of the day, he struck me as a man of ambition who wanted to be the leader of this and to put this dwarf's life over an entire clan of warriors on his side. Either means he has a massive respect for this man, or he's scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably both.
Probably both. Nothing.
Because Giltrim's younger of all the
Yeah.
leaders we've met, right? Yeah.
He's probably not the youngest of the leaders, but he is.
On the
He's
younger
younger
side.
than a fair few of them.
Well, what
At
can
least
you
he respects his elders.
what can you say? Nothing is more terrifying than a father out for revenge. And yeah, I think just follow the camp because I'm assuming we're gonna go to Stronghand first.
Except for maybe a son. Maybe a son after revenge.
Oh, what did they do with the captain? Because I'm assuming we just left him there when we walked away.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's gone. Oh, they took him.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Keep
Yeah.
walking. Keep walking.
You just hear this.
You gave them a fine gift. You don't know what they did with it. But you
I
gave
don't
them a
know. I
fine
don't
gift.
know.
I recommend not eating whatever's served tonight.
Oh, come on, they're not going to eat him. He's a weak Curian. You only eat the
You are
strong.
what you eat, and you do not want to be a weak Curian.
No, you eat the strongest of your enemies to absorb
Sure.
their power.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course, of course.
Oh, I missed my horse.
Of course.
Of course you do.
So you guys
I
just
would-
left your horses south of the wall.
Yeah.
I would like to make a very bad joke that I've been thinking about for the last 20, 30 minutes.
So, okay.
Which is, when we were visiting that last clan and talking to the clan chieftain, I think that somebody put a bunch of chickens in that cave we keep all the lions in. Because that didn't Bakken.
Lose your inspiration.
Minus one inspiration.
No!
No, the elven sea shanty was too good.
My good shitty joke has outweighed my bad shitty
If
joke.
it was any other point of inspiration, I might take it away. But that point of inspiration, I think you should.
Thank you very much.
You will move south significantly slower because of the army that is marching, but they know this territory well, and they tend to stick to wooded areas, rockier areas, ravines, places where they're not going to be spotted as easily. And a not insignificant number of, in particular, Clan Forestborn and Clan Wardog move ahead. Actually, no, Clan Forestborn already moved down towards the wall. A not insignificant portion of Clan Wardog moves ahead of the rest of the clan in the direction of Stronghand.
This is cool. It's like watching a bunch of different military strategies.
By the time you guys will arrive at Clan Stronghand's camp, it has been quite densely encircled by Clan Wardog, particularly on the southern and eastern sides, to keep them away from the sea and away from the wall. And there seems to be as you guys sort of arrive there and like sort of stride into camp really with the rest of the clan chiefs and sort of their hand-picked guard, there seems to be an ongoing argument between Urad the Left-Handed of Clan Stronghand and Melkon the Tracker of Clan Wardog, though it's an extremely one-sided argument. It seems to be mostly Urad yelling, and Melkon just standing there with his giant arms crossed, just glaring. And that's the situation, kind of late one evening, sort of the evening fires are being lit and stoked up, that you guys will come striding into camp. A particularly cold evening as well. You think autumn is
It'll hurt even
deepening.
more when that fist hits his face. It'll have that extra sting to it of a cold winter.
I don't know what they're saying, but man, I wish I had some popcorn right now.
Autumn
I'm going to stand by and just kind of translate what's being said at a given time.
It's a lot of insults. It's a lot of kind of like,
Do you know
people
who?
off my land.
So do you know who I am?
Yeah, it's autumn seems to be intensifying. Seems to be crawling towards winter as you guys are approaching the wall.
Want the heat back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of standing back and just watching this play out, unless I'm called upon. But I don't think I'm needed.
You will be. You would all probably be called upon if you all spoke Dwarven.
Shit. All right.
Essentially, what's going to happen is they're going to produce in front of the entire clan Stronghand the orders from the Curian general, your own testimony of attacking the Curian ship and what you were told by Curian sailors, as well as the captain, who's still in rough shape but slightly better taken care of.
Did we see him transported this whole way here?
I don't think so.
It's a big
army.
It's a big army.
Yeah.
Remember,
When they're like, and testimony from this captain, I'm like, he's alive.
Wow.
honestly, like I thought they killed him because he vanished.
Yeah.
In the background, he was gone. I was certainly chopped into bits.
About sort of what his role was, and like, you know, what his ship was doing off the coast and whatnot. After which they sort of take him back into custody. They don't just continue. They don't continue to just beat the shit out of him, but they also don't let him go.
It's like a wall made
Oh my
of
god, he
dwarves.
fucking did.
Fucking Homer Simpson's
When we get to the gate, he's gonna kill the captain as like a freaking message, like this is what happens. And then
the majority of Clan Stronghand seems to be in something of an uproar. A small number of people are just going to give themselves up. One of them being a dwarf who seems to have speaks pretty decent Curian and has made a handful of journeys south of the wall.
there's our informant.
Urad's going to attempt to make a run for it. You can attempt to stop him. You expect he probably won't get far anyway.
I'm gonna cast Thornwhip to like wrap his feet.
By all means.
like a movie.
That's a 17.
Sure.
I have made dirt chairs for us to watch.
dirt chairs rise up out of the crowd.
Did you bring?
Oh, thank you.
Did you bring the corn of pops?
No, damn it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm gonna be taking swigs of my fine brandy, just watching this play out.
Exactly.
You probably don't have all that much of this stuff left at this point.
That
That bottle's running low.
Yeah. Hey, I'll finish it soon enough, but I'm taking my
I
time.
do still have the
with it.
small cask of fine wine.
Did you bring that with you? I thought you left that with your horse.
Well, then let the freaking halflings eat it. Yeah, right.
You don't eat wine, Eric.
You could eat the cask if you're not a coward.
Holy coward!
I probably
don't
had
eat
to
the
wait.
cask.
Drink the wine and eat the bottle.
Actually, technically, I think using one of the old barrels or like the cask of anything holding good alcohol to cook or smoke meat, I think that would be pretty good.
Could work.
That could work, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you can absolutely bring Urad down. He is similarly brought into custody. Let's use gentle terms. Like brought into custody.
Instead of ritualistically sacrificed to make a point.
At which point, Clan Stronghands kind of begins the process of electing a new war chief. The rest of the war chiefs kind of especially once that process is done, all the war chiefs are going to meet up and begin discussing the strategy and sort of the plan for the upcoming war, really, because it's really not expected to be a one and done battle.
Yeah. I'll take some. We are the siegers now.
Look at. I am the Caesar now.
So part of what that conversation is going to consist of is the fact that there is one, as far as their spies and scouts can tell, there is one legion in Loerland. That's the 16th Legion under General Titus Morris. Quite a bit of that legion is along the Wall of Maximus itself. The rest of the legion is scattered across the entirety of Loerland. So the idea is to essentially move fast enough into the Southland that legion can't call all of its scattered forces back and force a single pitched battle, and that another legion from the mainland doesn't have time to begin moving. They essentially want control of the southern beaches by the time any legion in the mainland can attempt to cross. The only other major fortification in Loerland is the city of Andretta, or the fort outside the city of Andretta.
I remember that.
And it's sort of the same thing. They don't want... It's another target of importance because that in particular they don't want reinforced by the Scattered Legion. Because if enough... There's some number of legionaries there anyway. But if enough of the Scattered Legion can get back to that fortress, it is going to cause a significant siege, at which point the Curians will have no choice but to send more legions from the mainland in an attempt to free that legion. So the hope is to get at least some number of troops past the wall before some amount of an alarm is going to be raised. That's inevitable. But if they can get enough troops on a particularly foggy night or something like that past the wall, they can hopefully begin taking back that southern half of the island before the 16th Legion has any chance to begin regrouping.
Okay.
16th Legion is near full size. It is close to 5,000 troops. You guys are a clan short. Even with all of the clans, you would be outnumbered. Not significantly. And the dwarves very much are shock troops in fighting in forests or in open battles. They're going to pull more than their weight as far as that is concerned. But there are tactical considerations as far as attacking the wall and taking the fortress and even just getting control of the countryside before the Legion has a chance to begin regroup.
Guess the question is, where do we play into this part? Because
I mean, don't really want to be a grunt on the front lines, but I'd like to help them.
will you be able to hit anybody?
Next time I kill Zaraxis, he stays dead. You son of a bitch.
All attacks in the next campaign goes for Zaraxis. Even if he's not in the
I mean, the dice are gonna do that to you anyways. I've been randomly rolling. They're like, hit the blue one.
That first combat was pretty heavily focused on Candle, though.
That's
Even
true.
once he went down, it was still just like, Candle. The annoying bird.
Anyway.
I mean, sneaking to the wall, using the cover of like a particularly foggy. I think trying to hit it on like a particularly foggy night, especially, and use the strength of Dwarven dark vision over.
We also have where we know where that ladder is, and we know where the gate, the contraption to open the gate is.
We could
So
make
if
sure
there is enough of a distraction, we can get across, open the gate, send in troops.
then all we have to do is stop them from closing the gate.
Yeah. See, this is going to work out much better that we scouted it that one time.
Yeah.
Because we know.
We know where one of the larger, like where a large gatehouse is. If it
Yeah.
let a decent number of troops funnel through, and then that allows us to kind of get to the other side of the wall and start moving
Yeah.
down and do it.
Yeah. And
Potentially
then
circle
they
it.
can cause enough a distraction along the wall that we can do this. I think that might be our plan.
Part of the problem with the distraction is that the alarm will get raised quicker.
Well, I guess
I mean, they probably have ladders. Like,
yeah.
they can build ladders. If we can get a foggy night and
We can
approach under nightfall, we could be all over the walls by the time that the alarm's going off at all.
Yep.
I think that might be the best bet.
Yeah. And then one of us still, or the three of us still go open the gate, and then.
But it's less of like, that's not, we do that during the opening move, not after we do an opening move as a distraction.
Yeah.
Part of it is us moving up with them to do that.
Yeah. Like that's how.
I'll fetch my ladder.
I like the idea. There's just a group of dwarves with us, like following us to go across, and they have their own ladders that they made, and then you just out of the
I just like walk into a tree line and just pull a finely made dirty ladder out of it.
Where'd you get that? From the Curians.
I stole it. We had to get over the wall somehow.
What do you think? We just swam across. I'm assuming we have like a small group of dwarves with us.
Yeah, if your plan is to hit the gatehouse and get it open, they can send some fighters with you.
Yeah. We'll try and get one of the larger gatehouses open as part of the opening move.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just grab onto the back of my ladder, and while I'm running with you, I'll keep you up up the face.
I can't see shit.
Once you get up to the wall, they'll have torches. Then you'll be good.
That's fine.
You'll be able to see the Curians. You'll have line of sight for
I'm gonna
targeting
need
them.
some openings anyways. I don't want to accidentally hit too many dwarves that are friendly.
So yeah. So
Don't be friendly for long.
and, I'm assuming it's a foggy night. We get the conditions we want. So yeah, just do this.
Okay, you can absolutely wait for foggy night. It's going to be a particularly cold one. But the
This is hell, and I'm in hell.
It's to the point where it's like you're seeing your breath the
It's
whole
cold.
time.
It's dark. I can't see
It is.
shit.
It's dark, but it's like moonlit dark with the thick fog, where it's just where things look
Impenetrable, glossy,
really just unnatural.
Yeah. Nice.
Uh,
Also, what clan of
Soon.
warriors are with us?
do you have a particular preference, or would you?
I
like
want the
me to
one
choose?
that want their chieftains a brick house.
So
Clan
war
war
War dogs.
So clan
Okay.
war dog.
I would like to unleash the war dogs.
Because I'm assuming that Tertius walks up to the clan chief and tries to just speaks gibberish like your dwarves, us.
I need 10 of your best.
I walk up and as you're talking about like we need one of the clans to come with us, and one of the other chieftain walks up and is like saying something. He's talking about like my warriors will go with you, and I go, Next turn. Walk over to the buff chieftain, and I just give him a handshake and a nod, and hope
He'll
he
give
gets
you
the
a handshake
message.
and a nod.
And then it's like that's their sign that they're coming with us, or at least like 10 of them.
So, as the on this particularly cold, just densely foggy night, as you guys are approaching the wall, there are thousands of dwarves spread out for miles in either direction in the fog and in the trees, just creeping up on this wall. Many of them the vast majority of them really not wearing armor. Quite a few of them not wearing anything at all. Almost all of them painted with their particular clan's colors or symbols. Sometimes to like garish degrees.
Are any of their clan colors close to a? I think I said it was light blue. This is my home country. Yeah, like
War
blue
Dog
too.
is blue.
War Dog is blue. Hell yeah.
No wonder why you love War Dog so much.
I want to get, if they'll let me get some of their war paint and just do like a smear down one side of my face of it.
Sure. Under the helmet.
I think the helmet might come off for this. I think the hair might be flowing, and I'm letting that flow, and I'm doing just a smear of the blue on the side of the face.
They will absolutely, if you make that request, they will absolutely give you that. The other thing they will give you is a gift from the clan chief, which seems to be a small bag of mushrooms.
I already have some, but I'll happily take more. Are these different? Do I get to add to my doses of battle shrooms?
How many doses do you have?
I have 9 doses of
double
battle shrooms. I can double it?
You have 18 doses of battle I'll
Secret.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of on offer, especially these War Dog fighters that are
They're
going with
all
you
about
guys. They all, like, essentially dose up before this battle. A lot of the other dwarves do as well.
I'm taking
It seems to be ritualistically very common.
I'll kind of follow Tertius's rule. I'll walk up to War Dog and just be like, "May I?" Like to the war paint, like gesture, because I'm clanless. I don't have so I could use whatever colors I want.
This is the closest.
He's going to use a little bit of everybody's war paint.
Except for Oakwall. They could go fight themselves.
They can go sweat themselves too. This is the closest to my nation, or my like city's color, my city-state's color. And war dogs are the coolest ones by far. So I want, and they're the guys we're fighting with. So camaraderie.
So yeah, I'll kind of just like 4 fingers across the eyes there, and that's my.
I don't know. I don't know if I will.
What about you, golden dog boy?
I don't know what I would even do.
I just dip my hand in paint and just put it on your shoulder.
Like a pauldron?
Yeah, just there you go.
I'll take it.
I'll be like, "Welcome to the team." My still painted hand will hit your other shoulder and smear down it.
And that's the gold tattooed one.
So you'll have a handprint on one and a smear on the other arm.
Thank you.
It's kind of me wiping my hand out right here.
It's to avoid friendly fire.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Whose team is that dog on? Oh, he's got blue paint. We're good.
Thank you.
That little fucking Anubis came out of the fog and just started blasting people. Huh?
Anubis!
Sure, whatever. The dwarves attacked the wall. Anubis was there. Yeah,
Johnny
whatever.
Bravo, the elf, the elf of the hoplite, jumped over the wall and missed 5 attacks on you. Sure,
Sure, yeah.
Whatever
He
you
waved
say.
his sword in front of my face.
Next, you're going to tell us they're the reason that ship went missing and not Poseidon. Because, of course, it was Poseidon. It's always Poseidon.
Did they sing the song?
Did they sacrifice a goat and a cow before they left?
Idiots. More.
How dare they?
Sure,
Okay,
Julius, back to latrine.
I'm going to bring this whole fucking city to the ground. Go straight back home.
I'll say he was cleaning the toilets.
Are you taking battle shrooms?
Hell yeah, I'm taking
Okay.
battle shrooms.
You can mark down 1 dose
Yeah.
if you haven't already. And yeah, you feel good. You feel slightly numb, but you feel good. You feel hyped up. You're angry.
Woo!
You feel strong.
Can't alert the network.
What was that? Must have been the winds.
Woo! Drugs!
What
was that?
I will need advantaged stealth checks.
Straight
from
stealth it
everyone.
is.
It will because
I'm
you
calling-
get
I'm
double
clicking over.
advantage and one disadvantage is still just.
I think
So that is
yeah, the source of it.
a 22 for the dwarf.
Could be worse. 12.
12?
23.
23. The alarm will be raised as you're climbing onto the wall.
It's always us.
What
Right
is
over there.
what is your marching order? Are you guys the first up, or are you letting War Dog go first?
I'm gonna try and be one of the first ups because we know where the
Where
The gate
and stuff
is.
I mean, I want to be on the top of a ladder because I got a shield over my head.
You don't want to walk partway up the ladder only to catch a hand axe in the face and roll all the way back down.
I don't want that one bastard whose army this is to be at the top of the two-handed Madrish going like this, like I do when I'm playing Warband, and just going, kill shot, kill shot, kill shot. Why didn't they bring more than one ladder?
Why did the Emperor why did the literal Emperor of the Southern Desert Kingdom try and walk up the ladder first with no shield? Damned if I know, but he got a hand axe right in the face and rolled all the way back down.
Good stuff. And,
Definitely
I
not
wanna try and
front
be up
line, but
front.
close to the
I
front.
wanna be up
yeah. I'm pretty much behind
especially with these
him.
drugs. Woo!
Like once he gets up the ladder, I'm over the ladder.
Okay.
So.
And
So-
if I'm not behind him, close behind.
So it's essentially going to be you jumping off of the ladder and onto the wall top, where Curian soldiers begin to realize that something on this ill-omened night is.
I like to do that. I'm on like they as they
horribly
lean the ladder up, like the shirtless weird masked Urukai administereth. I want to be on it as they swing it up over.
The
Jump on.
dwarves are all about that idea. If that's what you would like,
I want to do that.
They will absolutely lift them.
Normally, I'd be like, maybe we should take this tactic right now. I'm like, let's fucking do it. Slingshot me. Throw me up there. Woo!
And they're all about it because they're on the same stuff you are. So they will absolutely just lever you up to the top of the wall on the ladder if that's what you would.
I want that.
like. So I'm going to get initiatives from everybody as you just hit the top of this wall.
Ooh.
18.
19. 14.
Wow. Dwarves roll really well. Curians continue to not roll so well. So what are all here?
19.
18.
18. 14.
Okay. Dwarves. 19. Brandon was 18?
He was 18.
He-
Brandon's 14. Yeah. That might be the lowest initiative you've rolled. I feel like you're always like
He's
one and three.
been rolling really great on this shit.
I roll the Cthulhu die every time for initiative, and sometimes it's like 1. Sometimes it's 18.
First will be the dwarves,
Hell yeah.
who will come swarming as far up the other ladder as they can, as well as getting cluttered behind you two on your ladder. I guess you're like on the wall top.
Yeah.
So the one at the top will be able to make an attack, swinging with an axe. And that's a pretty good hit there. Which is just going to kill that Curian soldier.
Hell yeah.
So that's one down. There are 3 soldiers between you and the door to like the gatehouse. And there are more scattered along the wall, kind of in either directions. This wall is wide enough for you guys to stand, like to abreast if you feel like it.
Okay.
Next is Tertius.
Landing there and turning to look at them, wild eyes, hair kind of down over my face. I was like, charge, and I'm going to like charge with my sword up, shield out, and as I get close, the arm's going to come down, and I'm just going to like sidestep and try and shoulder check the closest one, and just lob him off the back side of the wall because
Okay.
they only got battlements on one side from our scouting.
That is true.
I want to just try and
Battlements
yeet
on
this
one
guy
side.
off the wall 30 feet to his doom, hopefully. Almost a crit. 13 instead. 13 instead.
13 total?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't roll that good. So let's see. I'm gonna go with the optional rule and ignore the first 10 feet of fall damage. Because I just think that makes sense.
Mhm.
So
Hey, you should. That's really good advice that you could get from viewing a video on the Downtime Activities
That's
YouTube channel.
why I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I'll roll 2d6.
Wait, no, damn it! Give an extra d6. I take everything I said back.
So I'll roll 2d6 for damage. Which is enough that I have to roll one of these now, which he fails, which means I have to roll one of these now, which he does pretty good.
That's the one he needed to do good on.
Hey, but I mean, he's about to get swarmed by other dwarves.
Well, I know
he's on the other side of the
their
wall.
side of the wall, but he's got to then go around, find one of their ladders, climb all the way up.
Yeah.
By the time he gets back up here, is my hope that there will be plenty of dwarves in between us.
Well, he can't take reactions. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of his next turn. He seems extremely bad off. That fall absolutely could have killed him. It makes a horrible crunching noise. He doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
As far
Just
as you
wishes.
can
Action surge, and I'm doing it to the next one too. I'm just charged out. I did throw that. The next guy is going to kind of be like a left hook with the shield hand, trying to bash him off the side too.
Okay.
I'm just trying to clear the path for the boys to get to the mechanism. Oh, I did the same thing where it teetered on 20. That was only a 7.
Okay, this one stands firm.
Okay.
You don't knock him off the wall.
Alright, I'm up in it. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get up the ladder and pretty much run behind you.
Okay.
For the sake of this, I will have already cast Shillelagh as we were moving. And I guess as he goes to hit him, when I realize he stands firm, I'll just swing my staff around to whack him. 12?
12 will miss.
Ha.
I hope you roll only that and less the entire fight. You smart bastard.
You don't get heals.
That was
I
Wolf.
won't
Now
need
it's
him.
Azim.
Once I get up there, how many? What am I looking at as far as closest people to me?
There are 2 soldiers between you and the door to the gatehouse,
Which is where we're heading.
which is the direction they're heading. One of the soldiers is right up on both of them. The other one's a little bit farther back. On the other side, the dwarves are kind of coming swarming up the ladder, and past them and farther down there are more soldiers.
Okay. So, first thing, I'm going to bonus action cast Hex on the closest person or closest guard to me.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to try Eldritch Blast thing. Just it's just an attack roll, right?
Eldritch
Yep.
Blast.
No. I think only an 8 to hit.
That will miss.
That is my turn, and I'm going to move.
A bolt of eldritch energy goes crackling off into the night and the fog.
And I'm going to get as far up to these guys as close as possible as I can.
Okay, you can get up to him.
Cool.
Next is Curian.
Oh, and sorry. Worth noting, the guy that I just missed that attack to
Right.
has disadvantage. Shit, I scrolled away. I'm choosing athletics for
Disadvantage
him
on athletics.
So if you
Well,
go to,
on strength. Strength checks.
I thought it was only one skill.
No, it's one. It's ability checks with one ability score.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do strength.
So if Erickson decides to try and push him off the
That's the- which
wall
one is
again,
that?
he'll have disadvantage.
Which guy is that? The one
the
right in
one-
front of
The
us?
one,
the
the
one
one
that
that
you
you
guys-
tried to shoulder. The
Yeah,
one that we
okay,
tried
yes,
to
right.
hit.
So if
The
you
one
go
about
to-
to take swing at you.
Alright.
He misses.
Alright.
The other one at the gatehouse is going to come running up and take a swing at probably Azim, because he just looks like the bigger threat. I mean, he just launched a bolt of crackling eldritch energy off into the night.
I'll take it.
And the other guy's just swinging a stick. 18
That'll hit.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
I don't think that's enough to trigger massive damage, right?
No, I think we said 10.
It's
No, it's
half
half
your-
your max.
Half your max.
I think it's
So
10.
for you, it'd
10.
be 10 or 9, and probably because you always round down.
Did we? Yeah, round down.
Yeah, it's not enough anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
either
so,
way.
Close.
And then there's going to be an attack at... actually, a couple of attacks coming up. No, just one, because he killed the...
First
killed the first one.
Yeah.
There'll be one attack coming at one of the doors. Which...
Choose one of those.
he seems to be having a very hard time facing down
A naked screaming
a naked blue painted dwarf wielding an axe in 2 hands. I'll just leave it at that. It was a special kind of bad roll, is what that was.
Ah, good.
It was a 1.
Next up is the dwarves, so that favor is going to be returned, which similarly doesn't hit, but
They're
much closer. One of the other dwarves will also take a swing at it, and then there'll be dwarves headed your guys' direction as well. That one will also miss. You guys are all kind of grouped up, so they can't even really get past you. But there will be a couple of dwarves moving
Coming
up
behind us.
behind you guys to help clear the gatehouse. So next is Tertius.
Get off my wall, you goddamn kids. 22.
It's a good thing he gave him disadvantage because one of those was a crit, the other one wasn't that good. So he goes off the wall for. Oh. He dies. You fling him off the wall. There is a similar sounding crunch to the first time, and no signs of movement after. He kind of vanishes. This one kind of vanishes into the fog, and you just hear the crunch of a man in armor, and a scream cut short.
I will call out to the next one ahead of us. Do me a favor and throw yourself off. We're busy.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Oh. Hopefully he'll jump off. Nah, I'm pretty good at him, but that's only an 8.
Yeah. He doesn't seem all that interested in throwing himself off.
Hey, a broken ankle could be better than. I'm just going to try and throw you off, too. I just want to get a clear path to this door so these dwarves can hold it for us so we can go in and shut down the
Next
mechanism.
is Wolf. The one you were trying to kill last time has been thrown off the wall.
I'm going to run towards the last one closest. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds and take a swing.
That's a melee attack, melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Your spell attack bonus.
This seems ludicrous.
Ha! 23.
That'll hit him.
So
I don't think it's possible for you to roll low enough to not kill him.
I mean, you could do as little as 3 damage. Technically.
yeah,
Technically.
Wait, I don't add the blunt.
No, it's not like shillelagh. It's just you touch him and suck the soul clean out of him. Well, one of them's a 10.
So 12, 13.
The man is dead.
So yeah, I run up just
You extract his essence.
So I run up, touch him, and he just shrivels up and extracts. And I'm like, well, this is me out of character. Like, what are the dwarves behind us thinking? I'm assuming they just saw that man just get.
You run up and like press your staff against him and he goes.
They watch a man they know to be like essentially a shaman of the god of life and death just walk up and god of death a man? Like, I mean, they're also like
On
really
drugs.
high. So it's kind of this, just another of this like the god is with us moments.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody roll perception checks, by the way.
Team.
That's a 10.
17.
There's a white raven sitting on the gatehouse. Just
Okay.
kind of watching.
That's neat. Which god do you translate to for me? It's Morgan, right?
Yeah. So kind of Athena.
Kind of nothing. Oh yeah. All right, you all right? Oh yeah.
Well, that's the leader of the
I know.
Raven Clan.
I know. Like, well, no, it's actually embodiment of
A god.
essentially Athena.
Yeah,
Probably,
sure.
if they're all the same.
Very unlikely, but sure. Yeah. So after that,
What's your opinion on the POTUS?
Just sort of in general, or do you have one in particular?
just tries to strike up a conversation with the bird. Yeah, I'm assuming after he's dead, we can enter the.
I like Athena
House.
the most. I just
Yeah, you can-
revere
you can-
Poseidon
you can
the most,
at
'cause he's
least
the most
open the
likely to
door.
kill.
Yeah.
If you would like to do so.
I'll open the door after I.
Okay.
Just death a man.
You can open the door.
I think that's to Z.
Azim.
Do
Do we see any other guards
There are
nearby?
more Curians farther down the wall, but they're in the opposite direction from the gatehouse. And most of the dwarves seem to be, or a significant number of the dwarves seem to be heading that direction. And at this point, you guys can kind of start hearing alarms being raised in other sections of the wall as well, and some kind of distant sounds of fighting. Seems like the dwarves have kind of pushed their attack proper at this point.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to try and maintain concentration on Hex, but...
Okay.
No, that dude died. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
That's
Oh,
fine.
to like
Just
jump to
not
somebody
drop it
else.
yet.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
you
just
don't need to
wait it
keep
out.
hexing him. He is dead.
He's down there and he's dead. You know that. 'Cause you had Hex on.
And we heard it.
All of a sudden, you're like, I will hex him, so it'll be easier to throw him off. And you're, whoa. Oh, Hex is back. That's weird.
You can see, like, the door is open, like to the gatehouse. You can't see anybody inside this one. It is lit inside, but
I'm going to go in.
okay.
Really?
There are the floor that you are on would have the mechanism for opening the gate, as well as windows, and like some tables and chairs and stuff that kind of, they're like mostly arrow slits that kind of look out north. You can hear movement above and below,
Can I just try...
and there are stairs.
Can I just try activating the mechanism to open the gate?
Sure, that'll be your action to do it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you can.
I could have used my shadowy mage hand to just...
You can. You stick a hand out towards the lever. It flips itself, and the you hear the sound of presumably the gate being opened.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
If I can do anything, at least I can open the damn gate.
Yeah.
Next will be the Curians, so they're going to come. Well, the ones upstairs are going to come downstairs. The ones downstairs, seeing the gate open, are going to stay downstairs. They're about to have bigger problems, at least a lot more problems. So there are going to be
Several.
There's going to be 2 attacks coming at you,
Okay.
and then there will be 2 attacks coming at you since you're in the doorway.
Yep.
That's going to miss you, Frank.
Okay.
There's no need to ask what your AC is. That's going to miss you.
Okay.
Unless your AC is like 2. That one will hit.
Okay.
Unless your AC is 21 or 22.
Oh, yeah.
Another 7 damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
I'm still
Even more. In fact, they get a little mixed up in the fighting, and one of them nicks the other one with a sword.
Nice.
Sorry.
While they're trying to stab you.
That's what they get.
And they just both, they're just too tangled up on each other in the doorway. They seem terrified and shocked by everything going on. So it's back around to the dwarves, who can't really get... I guess one of them can get up next to you in the doorway and kind of take a swing with an axe. Which is going to hit... well, it's not just going to hit, it's going to kill him, man. So one of them kind of pushes past you and like up into the doorway and just cuts one of these soldiers down. And the rest of the dwarves just continue to spread out back and forth along the wall. Sounds of fighting intensifies. Tertius.
Is the top of the gatehouse like roofed?
Yes, it seems it's like it's a building essentially.
Is there a staircase?
Is there
Staircase
enough
going
of
up
a gap I
and
can
staircase
throw a javelin in there at the guy?
Sure.
Okay. I'll throw a javelin. I can't get up in the melee problem.
They'll have half cover
Okay.
from the 2 dwarves in the doorway. But
I will throw a javelin. Crit?
that'll crit. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Crit? No, it don't wear it.
No, nothing happens.
You hit the
He
dwarf.
Hail Marys one in there and just happens to pin a dude.
What would Athena do? 3D?
Yeah.
11 damage?
That'll kill him.
Which one did you kill? Was it the other one?
The other
that
guy in the doorway.
was- Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I can see the other 2 inside, right?
Not from
Not
where
from
you
this
are.
angle. And they're blocking the door. So a javelin whizzes in between your 2 heads and just sticks into the other guy. Pinpoint. It just hits him in the head. He backflips. That's what I think. Because that's a crit. I'll just wait my turn. I'll get in line.
Okay.
They seem to have this under control in the gatehouse. I'll be
Wolf.
ready.
I'll go in and I'll attack one of the 2 attacking Gazim.
Okay.
Smack him with my staff. I won't cast Inflict Wounds on this one.
Smack him with my staff.
16.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7 damage.
Okay.
You hit him.
and it does a significant chunk of damage, but he doesn't.
He holds strong.
He holds strong. He doesn't go down. He's bleeding. Awesome.
That easy.
I'm going to bonus action, add Hex to the guy that didn't just hit in front of me. And then just try and stab him with my dagger, so Booming Blade. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that is max damage, 8 plus 9 damage. 8 piercing, 1 necrotic.
Okay. He does not go down, but he also needs to do one of these. He does worse. Okay. Can't take reaction, so later this next turn.
Cool.
He seems briefly staggered by the mighty blow. Next is them. So they'll each. They'll make an attack one of each ears. It was one of you. That's gonna miss Brandon. 18 will hit you, right?
Yeah.
For 2 damage.
2 damage.
That was not impressive damage. That is not a lot.
That was like a scratch. I was like, ah.
That's not a lot of damage.
Next is the dwarves, so these dwarves are gonna kind of. There's gonna be 2 dwarves moving in. One will come up to help you guys, and one's gonna just head straight up. He is going to miss the one that either the 2 that are fighting with you 2. Which brings us to Tertius.
I'm gonna just throw another javelin, I suppose. Since I can now step into the doorway and they're all kind of clustered in there. Hope I don't hit any of my friends in the back. Here goes nothing. 11?
11's gonna miss.
Okay. I'm gonna use a maneuver to bonus action throw another one. I'll do a quick toss to make a thrown attack as a bonus action. Critical hit.
You're right.
Both of these guys have been badly injured, so there's no physical way you don't kill him.
There's a couple 6s there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 15 on the dice. 18 damage.
I'm down.
Yep.
I would have laughed so hard. If you just said he's still kicking. He's hurting, but he's still kicking.
Yeah.
That there is the one we need to focus on.
I throw one and it kind of goes high, and I throw another and it just ear holes a dude.
It like pins the wall. This one sticks in from both sides.
Pins him to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that it pins him to the wall through his head. It looks like one of those like novelty arrows.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Wolf.
I'm assuming there's one more still.
There's still one.
Oh, take a swing.
whacking.
But Dan.
10 will miss. I see.
We know that there were people still up top, right?
No, well, we
No.
don't know if there was.
Well,
we think
yeah.
all
we
people
heard
up
we
top
heard
came
some
down.
came down. So.
Some dwarves went up there, or a dwarf went up there too. We don't hear him fighting anybody.
And I'm just gonna try.
He hasn't really had a chance. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and. The one that you killed, was that the one that attacked me? The one that
There's
had X
2
on it?
there, so there's 1 left.
Yeah.
I killed the one that didn't have X intentionally. I don't know who has X on him.
it does.
I just killed him.
Okay. Sure. I mean, you would have thrown at the close
12 to hit.
12 will miss.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Your turn, swing back here.
He will try.
17.
Hits.
5 damage.
I am down.
Ooh.
Ooh, damn.
Hindsight. The thing to give me temporary hit points was a bonus action I had neglected to do for 4 turns. Good.
What did you use your bonus action for on those turns? X on one of them.
Yeah, that's true. Hex on 2.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not that stupid. Just half.
You're only
half
dumb
stupid.
once.
Twice.
There are sounds from fighting from upstairs, and the body of a dwarf comes rolling down the stairs.
No.
Shit.
Tertius.
The reason I asked about the stairs.
It is.
Is he dead
Yes.
or is he just unconscious?
He looks dead. It's hard to tell.
I was going to cast
The last dwarf that's in this room is going to swing at the soldier fighting with you guys. Why not? You guys have him surrounded. I don't think he can do... he kills him. Yeah, there's no way he wasn't going to kill him.
Yeah.
And this recording has gone on for a little while, so I think we can probably pause it there. I don't necessarily want to pause it partway through a combat, but I also need to get home and get to bed.
Yeah, same here.
Do I need to make death saves?
Next time.
Next time.
So Brandon, this is what you call a cliffhanger. Who killed that dwarf? Is Azim dead? Who knows? Find out next week.
Oh.
Your guys' assault of the southern half of this island is well underway. You have many allies, and I'm interested to see the trouble you all get into in the over the course of the rest of this battle.
I can't wait to call Gail Trump a big fat push.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Quick idea episode before Jerry keeps going. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.